This lesson is on metric conversions. We use the metric measurement system, and this staircase that you can see below will help us convert between units like centimeters and meters and so on. But first we want to understand what the base units are. So distance, which measures length. The units of distance or length are meters. That is the base unit. Actually, I'm going to write the word there, and then we'll put the abbreviation after. And so the short form for meters is just a lowercase m. Mass, which measures weight. The base unit is grams. And the lowercase g is what measures or the units are for mass. And then volume, which sometimes you could, it's said as capacity. Instead, that's measured by liters. And liters are the short form is a capital L. Now there's also prefixes, which means that they go in the front of the base units. And the first one is kilo, and kilo is a lowercase k. And I'm sure you've heard kilometers or kilograms. Hecto, which is not as common, hectometers, hectograms. Then there's deca, and so that is just a D and an A. And the reason it's two letters is we have deci, which is just a D, and then centi, which is a C, and milli is a lowercase m. So we're going to use these prefixes and put them into this staircase. So the base units always start in the middle. So I'm going to do distance first, and we're going to put meters in the middle. The largest unit of distance that we're going to do is kilometers, and that goes at the top of the staircase. So we're going to put kilometers right at the top. And the smallest unit of measure is millimeters, so we're going to put that right at the bottom. So it's two lowercase m's. So after kilometers, the next largest is hectometers. And then we have decameters. Meters is our base unit. And then we have decimeters and centimeters. Now what's good about the metric system is I can swap out the base unit. So meters measures length. If I want to measure weight, I just replace meters with grams. And then think of the grams as the last name and all the prefixes as the first name. So kilo is the first name, grams is the last name. So kilograms, and this becomes hectograms, decagrams, decigrams, centigrams, and then milligrams. And then we can do the same thing for liters. So liters is the base unit, and we can have kiloliters, hectoliters, decaliters, deciliters, centiliters, and milliliters. Now really, we don't use all these measurements in our everyday life. I have never used centiliters to measure anything. But the reason that we have that spot is that the staircase is unique, where every time as you move down the staircase, so you don't have to draw this on, when you go down the staircase, every time you go down, it's like timesing by 10. And you can go up the staircase, and every time you go up the staircase, it's like dividing by 10. So even though, I'm just going to get rid of that markings on there, even though you don't use centiliters, you need it to hold that spot because you know you can go down times 10. So we're going to add that on, is that we multiply, I'm going to write that in black, we multiply by 10 every stair, or we divide by 10 every stair. And what I mean by every stair, if I just move down one stair, I times by 10. But if I have to go to kiloliters all the way to liters, that's 1, 2, 3 stairs. So I times by 10 each time, and if you put 10 times 10 times 10 in your calculator, you end up getting 1,000. And the way that you can remember this without having to actually times by 10 times by 10 times by 10 is I went 1, 2, 3 stairs, and I have 1, 2, 3 zeros in my number. And that's what we're going to use to convert. So get your calculators ready. I'm going to get, again, that writing off of there so it doesn't get too cluttered. And I'm going to show you how we do conversions using this staircase. All right, so calculator is ready, and I have my first example. It says 120 meters equals how many centimeters? So whatever the stair you're starting on, which in this case is meters, that's where I'm going to start. And I need to go to centimeters, so that means I'm going down 2 stairs. So because it's 2 stairs, that means I need 2 zeros. So I'm going to use 100. And now I look at the direction I'm going in this direction, which is down the staircase, and that means I'm timesing. So I would times by 100. Okay, so let's just review that again of where I got that times 100. I am going down the staircase. So if I go down, I know that I'm going to multiply. So I went down from meters to centimeters. So I know I'm multiplying. I went down 2 stairs. So that means that I multiply by 100 because I have 2 zeros. Okay, so we do 120 times 100, and that gives me 12,000 centimeters. So we know 120 meters is the same as 12,000 centimeters. And that makes sense because we know meters are quite large. Think of a meter stick, and centimeters are quite small. So there's going to be lots of centimeters inside a meter. All right, let's do our next question. So this is 4.1 millimeters to centimeters. So we're going to start on the millimeter stair, and this time I'm going up. So when I go up the staircase, we know we have to divide. And I went up 1 stair, so that means 1 zero. So I'm going to divide by 10. Make sure you're writing the little reminders underneath, just like I am. We'll put that in the calculator. 4.1 divided by 10 is 0.41. All right, let's try the next one. 800 meters to kilometers. So let's go to our staircase. I'll erase where I wrote here so I don't get mixed up. And I don't remember what the question I'm starting on, so I'm going to go back. So if I look, I'll do it in a different color this time. I'm starting on meters and I'm going to kilometers. Okay, so I'm starting on meters here and I'm going to kilometers. So that's 1, 2, 3 stairs. I'm going up the staircase, so I know I'm dividing. And 3 stairs means 3 zeros. So I'm going to come back down to my question now. I'm going to put a divide 1,000 underneath. And now I'll put that in my calculator. 800 divided by 1,000 is 0.8 kilometers. Okay, let's try the next one. So we're going to look at our units. We're starting at kilometers and we're going to meters. So let's go to our staircase. I'm going to erase this so it gets out of the way. So we're starting at kilometers. Up here, and I'm going down to meters. 1, 2, 3. And I landed on meters. So I'm multiplying because I am going down the staircase and it's 3 stairs, so that means 3 zeros. So I'm timesing by 1,000. Let's go back to our question. Whoops, it pulled out on me. Let's try that again. I'm timesing by 1,000. And 0.0042 times 1,000 in your calculator is 4.2. All right, I want you to try 5, 6, 7, 8 on your own. So you should pause the video, try and see if you can get an answer, and then come back, play the video, and see if you matched. All right, I'm going kilometers to meters. I just did that over here, so I know it's going to be the same, times 1,000. 15 times 1,000 is 15,000. Okay, next is centimeters to meters. So I'm going to go back up here. Let's get rid of this that I did on the other question so I don't get confused. I'm going centimeters to meters. So I'm on the centimeter stair and I'm going up 1, 2 to get to the meter stair. I went up, so I know I'm multiplying. I went up 2 stairs, so that's 2 zeros. So I am multiplying by 100. 65 times 100 is 6,500. Okay, my next question is meters to millimeters. All right, let's go ahead and we will show on our staircase. I'm starting at meters this time, and I have to go down to millimeters. So that's 1, 2, 3 stairs, so I know that I'm going down the staircase, so I'm timesing, and 3 stairs means 3 zeros. So I'm going to times by 1,000. So 1.34 times 1,000 is going to be 1,340. Okay, last one. Let's see if you match me millimeters to meters. So I'm doing the opposite. If I'm doing the opposite, I'm going up 1, 2, 3. So I still use 1,000, but this time I'm going to divide since I'm going up the staircase. So I write that underneath, divide by 1,000. So 328 divided by 1,000 would be 0.328. All right, that's the end of the lesson. If you turn your page in your booklet, the next page says Metric Conversion Worksheet. This is what you have to do on your own, and when you're back in class, we'll take this sheet up together. All right, have a great day.